What is going on, YouTube? PPS back here. It is the 30th of August. 1 day left after today of this month before we get into September. First month of football. Very excited for that. But yeah, let's kind of talk about what's going to be happening here over these next couple of days. So obviously, I will have MLB stuff probably tomorrow, and then Thursday I'll probably have some college football stuff. I'm going to start doing my college football stuff right on here as well. Probably going to mix and match that with some baseball in there possibly as well. So we're going to kind of show off our ability to adapt here a little bit. So going to be kind of all over the board. Obviously, NFL will take precedent there. We have Past the Prop Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So might not even do NFL Play of the Day ones because I don't think we'll really need it. We'll have plenty of free plays out for those. But yeah, so that should be pretty much all we had to discuss here early. Let's recap yesterday. So we had a little sweat guy here with the Twins' first five money line. They were down 2-1, bases loaded, one out. They pinch hit. They brought in Kyle Garlick, who I think is garbage. Don't even know why he's in there. Cade, and then obviously Gio Urshela comes through with a 2 or 3 run double. I believe it might have been 3-run for the Twins. Take that 4-2 lead and win the first five. Yeah, Bundy threw pretty well. Just had a few soft hit balls kind of go through the hole. No walks, really everything was good. Bello threw well, but obviously he walked too many guys. Like what we talked about, we got to that bullpen. I believe it was Matt Strom who blew that for them there. So was very happy with that. VIP was great. Ended up giving out quite a few people who liked a couple of the tweets. Free plays for the whole card. Ended up going up 4 units on that card. So it was good. Everybody involved made some money yesterday. And expect to do the same thing today. So I'll have 2 plays here, 2 Dinger Tuesdays, and I will have an article out for Pine again today. But yeah, so we're, I believe, on a 6-2 run MLB on the YouTube plays. But let's get to it right away. Let's get after it again. I'm going to start out with my prop here. I'm going George Kirby, 5 strikeouts, Dansby Swanson to get a hit. Let's start out with Dansby. Dansby's been a mainstay here in a lot of these plays that we've had so far this year. Looking at his numbers, he's on a 5-game hit streak here, facing off against Jose Urena, who obviously I'm not very concerned about. Stuff is not translating at all. He has a 7.36 ERA at home this year, 4.2 on the road. Both, wherever he's at, he's given up over 270 batting average in those games. Obviously, he's a little bit better on the road, but heading to Atlanta is going to be just as well as hitting environment, right? Obviously not Coors Field, but still pretty damn good hitting environment. Dansby's been fantastic at home this year. So far, 289 batting average, 17 home runs, 76 RBI so far this year. At home, Dansby's batting 323 versus 254 on the road. And then over his last over like the last 15 days, usually the stuff I like to look at, 280 batting average there. Like I said, 5-game hit streak. He's been great. Love that he is at home for tonight's matchup. Urena's not striking out anybody really. And if you look at Urena's second half numbers, he's over a 9 ERA, 9.1. This Braves team should have every advantage in the book here to get this job done. And then we go to George Kirby. George Kirby has been fantastic. He's hit this number in 5 straight games. Came off for a very nice 9K outing in his last one, 7 against the Angels, 5 against the Rangers. But one thing I did like about his last start against Washington is he did get hit around early in that matchup. He gave up 2 runs, I believe, in the first inning and then just completely shut him down. So as a guy looking at this younger pitcher here, I was happy to see that he was able to come through after a little bit of adversity. The Tigers, obviously, you take the Tigers against you just got to fade the Tigers against righties. They just cannot hit righties. They've been very, very bad against them this year. Bottom 5 in pretty much every statistical category versus right-handed pitching. Strikeouts being one of them. So I do really like George Kirby tonight, and I love Dansby Swanson to get it done. Really like the Braves in this matchup tonight. Here, obviously fading Jose Urena there. So that will be the first one, a little bit juicier than I usually like. I never really want to go over minus 130. But yeah, let's get right into play number 2 and then some Dinger Tuesday picks. And I'm going right back to Minnesota here. Twins first 5 over 4.5 minus 115. I love this pitching matchup. Love it for the over. I love talking about Chris Archer. Now, I don't think he's very good. 43 walks this year so far in 91 innings. Obviously not very good. He's got a 6.75 ERA in the second half. I faded him against Houston his last outing, and he just could not throw the ball over the plate. He gave up a lot of hard contact. And I do really think this Red Sox team is going to have his number today, right? If we look at what he's good at, he's pretty good reverse splits versus lefties, but 252 to righties, 426 slugging. He's given up 10 home runs so far this season, so not a ton. But we just that walk number is just way too high for me. You have a lot of good right-handed bats here. Obviously, you can look at Tommy Pham at the top to go along with Xander and J.D. Martinez. Even the lefties, right? Franchi Cordero has been hitting the lights out of the ball. You obviously have Rafael Devers, one of the best hitters in the MLB there. So I think he's going to have a tough matchup here tonight to get through Boston, especially. I believe he is at home here. Twins, I like playing in the Twins Park. I think that it's going to actually play up a little bit tonight. Obviously, would prefer it to be in Boston, but if it's in Boston, I think that this number is like 5.5. But Cutter Crawford, 6.27 ERA on the road, so it's actually better he's not in Boston. 304 batting average allowed on the road so far this season. Crawford, decent strikeout stuff. Not going to say he's great, but 26% K rate versus lefties, 20 versus righties. But on the road so far this season, there's just been too many walks. We're seeing on average right now an 8% walk rate here, 304 batting average on the road, like I said a little bit earlier. And his FIP and XFIP are around 4. So not crazy bad, but one thing we do want to look at is he's only thrown in 70-ish innings, 11 homers, and a lot of power allowed here, right? 584 slugging versus lefties. That's not something you really want to do here. You obviously got Arias at the top. Kepler had a couple good swings yesterday. Nick Gordon. And you still obviously have very good right-handed bats in the middle there with Correa and obviously Jose Miranda, a guy I'd love to back. So I like this over quite a bit. I like both pitchers to give up some runs here. If I had to lean aside, I think I'd probably take Boston here. I think Boston has the advantage a little bit, but I also just like the line that they're giving me, right? They're giving the Twins a little bit better line here. So they give them a little bit more respect, but I do like Boston a little bit here if I'm going to pick a side. And we are to Tuesday's favorite part, right? We're on Dinger Tuesday. If you followed me over on Pick It, guys, PPS is my name over there. I had my puppy picks of the day. Churro came through as my dog's name. Came through with an Ohtani Dinger pick last night, plus 325. I didn't even win my own. I had Donaldson for Past the Prop earlier in the day. So he ended up winning. I ended up losing. So obviously pop over there. Make sure you follow me there. But I'll get into my Dinger Tuesday spots. And I really like today's slate here. I'm going with Willy Adames, Mitch Keller. So far in his career, Willy Adames absolutely is raking. I guess that's what we can call it here. Let me pull up the exact number because it was pretty drastic. 444 batting average, 1,000 slugging. He's 4 for 9 in his career, 2 doubles, a home run, 2 Ks. But what I really like is Willy Adames is at home this year. He's been great, 13 homers in those games, so he's actually back home today. But versus righties, he has 21 of his 26 homers versus righties this year. So obviously very good to see that. Facing off against Keller, we'll give up some power here. And I love Willy Adames tonight. Give me a great price, plus 300. I think it's a spot that we can definitely attack. And this is going to be my low option. My far out option, Corey Dickerson. Is there a hotter player in the MLB right now than Corey Dickerson? This man is hitting everything. I saw he was on a 11 at bat hit streak. So you got to hit in 11 straight at bats. I believe that ended a couple games ago. But so far this season, he's been great. I mean, there's really not much else I need to say. If you look at his month, he's batting .431 in the month of August. That's coming with a 1059 OPS. He did just go yard yesterday. That was his only one he went yard, and it was off a position player. But when you're seeing the ball as well as him, you're facing off against a guy like Justin Dunn, doesn't overpower you. He's been awful at home. He's given up 3 homers in 3 innings at home. And against lefties, he's given up 2 homers in 9 innings. So we're seeing a slugging pretty high on both sides of the plate. I think this is the best number I could find. Like if you go to Goldschmidt, you go to Arenado, you're not getting a great price. But Dickerson's in the middle of this lineup. He's been fantastic. Dunn's given up power to both sides of the plate. And Dickerson, obviously, the ball is looking like this right now to him. So hoping Dickerson can go yard for us at a almost plus 500 price tag. So let's do a quick recap here. I'm rolling with the Twins first 5 over 4.5, minus 115. Kirby, 5Ks with Dansby Swanson to get a hit, minus 129. And then obviously our 2 Dinger Tuesday picks in Willie Adames and Corey Dickerson. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be back with Pass the Prop tomorrow. And hopefully you guys are able to tail tonight and make some money. 6-2 run over here on MLB. And I look forward to making some more money tonight. So have a good one, guys. Best of luck if you are tailing, and let's make some money.